all the ingredients I used to make potato soup. You can actually substitute the sausage for ham. So usually after Easter, I might make something with ham. Here I'm just cleaning the celery, getting off the pieces I don't need. I actually am putting them to the side because I save them for my chickens. But obviously, do whatever you normally do with your scraps. Then I also cut them lengthwise so that when I'm chopping, I do get smaller pieces, which is nicer for a bite. Then you add the chopped celery into the pan. There's already chopped onion. Measurement wise, it should be a half a cup of celery, half a cup of onion. I just use a small onion. I don't really measure. Potatoes should be 2 large russet potatoes. We love potatoes in my house, so I tend to use 3 potatoes. This time I chopped up sausage. And here I'm just adding 32 ounces of chicken broth. I bring that to a boil and wait till everything's tender. You also have to make a roux. So for the roux, you do 5 tablespoons of butter. You put that in until it melts. Then you add a tablespoon of flour and then a 1/4 cup of flour. You kind of just mix it in until all the flour is gone. So that way you're not tasting flour. Then it needs to cook until it's kind of a golden brown. Of course, starting with the butter, it already kind of has a tint of golden brown. So I just cook it for a little bit, maybe a minute or 2, just to kind of make sure there's no flour taste. You can also add some pepper for seasoning at this time if you would like. I didn't. Next, you need to add in 2 cups of milk. First, I add the first one, mix it to get all the lumps out, just so I'm not splattering milk everywhere. Then I kind of let that cook and kind of thicken up, and then you'll see in the video that I go back and add the 2nd cup of milk. Once the roux is thick, you can kind of see it dripping off. It's kind of getting thicker, still bubbling. As it cools, it will thicken up. I take that and I dump that into the original pan that has now the tender vegetables in it. Unfortunately, that's not in the video. I missed that mark. I do add pepper at the end. I do a 1/4 teaspoon. And you can do salt as well. I tend not to.